Cyclocross magazine here with Magnus Sheffield, the 2017 Montana Cross Camp. How are you feeling after 4 hard days of workouts?
I feel good. A little tired in the legs, but it's a good tired.
Have you been to cross camp before?
I had an invite last year, but I had to decline it after I was hiking in Switzerland.
Ah, it's a nice alternative.
Right.
So we were just talking earlier, but you're also a ski racer?
Correct, yep.
Have you ever been in any ski camps like this or anything like that?
Very much so. We have early training camps in Colorado and also in Sweden. Yep.
So this kind of environment and these drills aren't too foreign to you?
Correct.
So you're felt prepared more than most?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So do you do these kinds of drills that you guys do every morning? Like, do you do that in your daily life?
More or less, yeah. They intertwine.
Being so focused on skiing, what motivated you to attend this camp?
I think it's also because I missed last year. I really want to attend this year and see what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just touching on, for a while skiing was my main priority, and I started cyclocross kind of as an off-season training.
Yeah.
And I think that I was very successful in cyclocross, and that's kind of made its way up with the priority of skiing. And I think that this camp will kind of help me learn some new techniques to involve in my training to help evolve.
What was the biggest takeaway?
Probably how much the uphill running training.
Yeah. Do you do any of that in downhill ski training?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the highlight?
Highlight was probably that very last KOM where we met you at the top.
Yeah.
I thought that was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That was a long climb
Yeah.
at altitude. But you enjoyed that?
Yeah, I got to stay on Tobin's wheel for a majority of it, and then he dropped me at the end.
Yeah, that's impressive. Coming from New York, right?
Correct.
Do you have a lot of big climbs like that? A lot of gravel roads?
It depends where you are in New York, but I mean, yeah, you really have to get out in town like 20 minutes, and then you'll hit some big climbs. There's nothing like the gravel here.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable what they have here in Helena.
Yeah. You mentioned that you're going to go to a ski academy this season, but for cyclocross, what's your biggest goal for the season?
My biggest goal for this season would probably to win nationals in my age group, and then just to increase my ranking.
Yeah. Is it hard balancing the two sports because they're both winter sports?
Yes and no. It's really nice because when nationals is in January,
Yeah.
I'm able to train all of December in Colorado for skiing, and then I have about 2.5 weeks before nationals where I can kind of switch modes and I can focus entirely on cyclocross. But until like late November, I'll still be really focused on cycling.
Yeah.
And then once we get to Colorado, I'm gonna hope to bring my bike, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's gonna happen.
So after Reno, we switched nationals back to December.
Correct.
Are you a fan of that? Does that help or complicate your training?
I do want to say that I'm a fan that it will become December because I'll be able to attend more ski races in January. However, it will get difficult with the early season training because then I'll miss out on that. However, I'd be able to do more races.
Got it.
Yeah.
So mixed bag.
Right.
Awesome. So besides skiing and cyclocross, what else do you do? What keeps you busy?
School's high up there. I also do a lot of triathlons,
Oh,
soccer, and that's pretty much it.
you do almost every sport then. How do you find time to swim and run?
I feel that triathlon, a lot of the training is very different than cyclocross.
Yeah.
However, I feel like it keeps it interesting and fun doing multiple sports and kind of combining in one like triathlon.
Sure.
Because I think it's really awesome just training cyclocross, but I think it's also fun mixing it up, doing swimming, like double sessions in a day, swimming in the morning, running in the afternoon.
Wow. Are you talking Olympic distance or sprint?
I primarily do Olympics and sprints, correct.
You have your aspirations on longer distance, half Ironmans, Ironmans?
Once I'm old enough, I'd probably want to do Ironman.
Wow. So you're pretty busy.
Correct.
So the triathlons is more after the snow melts?
Correct, yep. Kind of in between cyclocross and skiing. Yep.
Awesome. It's nice to be well-rounded too. In one word, how would you describe Jeff Proctor?
Knowledgeable.
What have you learned from him that you can maybe take home and inspire the next generation of new crossers?
That's a good question. I would say,
Or what could you teach the next generation so that they could take that next step, be invited to a cross camp?
yeah, I think hard work is definitely one of Jeff's big mottos, but I think a big one would be thinking one step ahead and always being on top of your game.
Prepared.
Yep.
Yeah. Hope to be back at this camp.
Definitely.
Keep in touch with some of the attendees.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time.
I appreciate it.